Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich and we're going to cover some of the stuff about gang wars. Here is the unlock after 19 territories.
After we dumped on those ballers, the Vargo started to speak. We got him now. He's hiding in Los Flores or East Los Santos. Time to saddle up, CJ.
Alright, I'll get you and then we'll roll over there.
Alright, and I ended up taking over 100% of gang territory, so we'll deal with that. So, two gang territories I want to talk about is there's one right here. Oh no, this actually this was just funny. I just found this was a funny way to take over this particular territory. Like these guys would spawn, and then they would like come at me, but they can't shoot through the fence. So I just used the pack explosive, the remote explosive, to just blow them all up on the other side of the fence. It was amazingly fun. See, here they are. They just like crowd there, and they don't even shoot. They just like, they stand and look at you. You get them all together in a group. Oh, so fantastic.
Everybody move in. Out of my way, man.
There we go. Alright, I do have two territories to talk to you about. One is a tiny little sliver of downtown, and it's right there. You can see it, but I'm gonna show you the actual. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the territory. It's a little bit of yellow. It's hard to see, but you're gonna see. You've just got to drive around, kind of up and down, until you see like Vagos gang members, because it's Vagos territory, and then just shoot them. You got to get 3 of them fast enough to trigger this stupid thing. I would suggest to get all the territories around it, because you might get lucky and actually kill, like trigger this territory when you're trying to trigger one close to it. But look at that little flashing area. That's the territory. It's really, once you get it going, once you get the war going, you could just kind of stay in the alley, and these guys won't give you too much trouble, because they have to come from kind of different areas. Like, this was actually kind of them spawning right next to me. That was just because they were already here, I think. So yeah, see, they have to run down this alley, or up from the other way. Now, sometimes they'll get glitched, and you'll have to kind of run a little bit out of the territory to shoot them, but not a big deal, really. So this is the second hardest gang territory in my opinion. Now, also, I talked about there's a gang territory by the boat school. That only sometimes triggers, it's part of the make everything gang territory glitch. And it triggers sometimes when you fly to Liberty City. In this game, it didn't. So I didn't have to worry about it. So it's not always there. Yeah, see, sometimes they'll come up from this way. But not a big deal. Alright, and this is the other one. It's this tiny little swatch of sidewalk here. You can't even see it on the map as a gang territory. But it's right here. It's just the sidewalk I'm on right now. And every once in a while, there will be ballers on it. This is the last territory I took over. So you'll see it's flashing, but it's tiny. Look at it. Tiny, tiny, tiny little strip of sidewalk. So my suggestion would be to run up here, because they'll spawn on the road next to you, and you should be able to shoot them from back here. See, there they are. Otherwise, just if they run against the wall, just leave them along the wall. They won't be able to, if you don't get too close to the wall, they shouldn't be able to shoot you. But you can always just do this too.
Don't blame me, blame society.
And then the rest of them will come from either around the corner of this building or up this driveway. And that makes it pretty easy. Now, this is the start of a series of videos that's going to examine everything I didn't do. Not every aspect of everything I didn't do, but give you a general idea of all the other things that you have to do for 100% completion. Getting all the gang territories is not one of them. I got all the gang territories because it stops your territories from flashing, and you just don't have to deal with that mechanic anymore. Yeah, if you can get them all running at you like this, it can work out really well. See, look at that. That was the second wave. The whole second wave right there. That purple dot is a car driving around. A drive-by car. Yeah, and then the third wave spawned down on the street, which it makes it really easy. Because then they basically have to run. It's like, you know, it's a duck shoot, basically. And there we go. That's all of them. And as you can see, there's a bunch down here on the beach. And then that's it. That's all the gang territories. It's all Grove Street. Like I said, sometimes there's an extra territory around the marina. There just didn't happen to be in this game. If there is, you have to run around the marina, and it takes forever. I would suggest taking over every other territory and then going up there, because the gang members up there almost never spawn. But you can see the Vagos have no gang members. The Ballas don't exist anymore. We destroyed them. They're extinct. And this is my police vehicle so that I can start a vigilante mission to glitch out the takeover of gang territories. So, okay. Now, something that is reasonably simple. Pimping missions. You've got to get to level 10 in pimping missions. So, I'll run through those really quick. We'll do a couple. And I'll just explain the dynamic. It's basically there's two girls. And when you turn on pimping missions, it'll have you go pick one up. And every time a girl does a trick, that counts as one level. So you have to deliver the girls to John's 5 times a piece to complete pimping missions for 100%. You have to do this all at once, so don't destroy the car, don't get the girls killed, anything like that. It's actually pretty easy. I didn't finish it. I don't remember what happened at level 7. I lost it. But I figured it wasn't really worth recording a whole run. Because you can show the I can show the dynamic to you guys pretty quick. And it was really obvious we weren't going to 100% it. There will be a time limit when you're taking the girl to her trick. But, like, picking them up, not a problem. So here's our first girl. And those guys were obviously planning on messing with us. We just didn't give them much of a chance. So now we have 3 minutes to deliver the girl. And you'll get a bonus after every one. So, and now what'll happen is when we deliver this girl, we'll have to go pick up a second girl and deliver her, and then come back and get this girl and then deliver her somewhere. And that would be 3 levels. Just, you know, 1 and then 2 and then 1 the second time. Am I making any sense? Yeah, VerticalSandwich, you're making tons of sense. You're making as much sense as you can talking about pimping. Alright. That just make you kind of... Okay, so there's a customer. Let her out. Go get another girl. That's it. That's it. So now we gotta go find another girl. And then, once you get the second girl and drop her off, you'll always be picking them up where you dropped them off. Which I don't know how to drive, so I obviously kind of blew that. But again, there's no time penalty for when you're going to pick up a girl. So like that's the time to like paint and spray or anything like that if you need to. This is really these missions are set up to not be hard. I mean, maybe they're not set up purposely to not be hard, but they end up not being hard. I would strongly suggest, if you've been following this as a walkthrough, you don't have this option anymore, but I strongly suggest you do this before you do the riot mission. So, there's not, you know, cars randomly exploding and stuff. But that's about it. I mean, even making it harder, having done it after the riot mission, like, it's still not the worst thing you have to do in this game. Like, without a doubt. Okay, so here's our second girl. And then again, instantaneously, we'll have to go drop her somewhere. The Commerce District. Now, and they'll all be in Los Santos. I don't know if you can do this in somewhere like San Fierro. Probably. It seems to me like you would be able to. There are some other little things that I dealt with as I was running around. Some little kind of bizarre tricks of the game. Or just oddities that I had forgotten to that I just ran into while I was doing all these other things. Because I do just a lot of stuff. I mean, because we had to cover. There's a lot we're going to miss for 100%. We end up about 80%, I think, for the game. Which I think is great. I think 80% is fantastic. But firefighter missions would have killed us if nothing else would have. If there weren't 22 street races. Or however many there are. It's something like that. There's 3 dirt bike races, too, that aren't the easiest thing in the world. And we're going to deal with all of that. I mean, I'm not going to show all 22 races. Don't worry about that. I'll show you what I'm going to show you, people. And you'll like it. Alright, so there's her man. And now, we're going to have to go pick up the other girl. It's seriously, it's just that. We've just finished, like, when we pick up this other girl, that'll be the end of level 1. And then we pick up the second girl, it'll be the end of level 2. And then there's really only kind of one downside to the missions that can kind of happen, and I will show you that. So, we will go over that. There are going to be a lot of these videos, people. I mean, a lot. Because, like I said, we're going to, 20% of the game is going to get finished. So we got to talk about 20%. Maybe this isn't. Is this right where we dropped her off? I don't remember. Oh yeah, this is where we dropped her off, yeah. Alright, so, and then as we're driving, it will give us our screen. See, there we go. Times 1. The multiplier is times 1. When the multiplier at level 2, the multiplier is times 2. When it gets to times 10, that's your last one. You're done. And you've completed pimping. Which, you know, if you did that, good for you. You're better than me, because I didn't. Although, I easily could have. This is one of the few things I didn't do that I easily could have done. There aren't a lot of those. Because most of the things I could have easily done, I just did. I just went, oh, I'll do those. So, sometimes when you drop a girl off, well, I'll show it. It'll be just a second. I don't know what that thing in the sky was, but it looked glitchy to me. Alright, sometimes this will happen. Oh, maybe not. We have to drop this girl off first. Sometimes when you drop a girl off, the response will not be that the girl is done. The response will be that the customer is getting mean. And you have to go, yeah. Yeah, help me, this punk is getting rough. He thinks I've given him crabs. There's all kinds of things that guys can get mad about. But now you've got to go and kill the customer. So, now the trick is, the only thing that's tricky about that is once you kill the customer, you only have 20 seconds to get back in your car. So get the car as close to the customer as possible because you can't chase him more than 20 seconds away from the car and still continue the missions. So, and you'll see that because we go and we kill him, and then you'll see the 20-second thing, and then we'll get back in the car, and that'll be that. And then we've got 2 more things to talk about in this video, I think. No, I know that there's 2 more things. So, and one of them's really oh, they're both really basic. It's the other thing that would have killed me, because I know how badly how bad it was for me in Vice City, and really not a lot has changed from Vice City to here. That was a nice hit by that cop, by the way. That cop was really on the ball. He's like, I'm just gonna nick him and send him spiraling out of control. Perfect plan. Too bad I'm an excellent driver. I am now, actually. I spent so much time driving around doing these things that I think my driving skill is maxed out now. So, and obviously there's a timer to pick this girl up. But yeah, the customer's taking advantage of your services. Destroy him! So there you go. Just go up, shoot him in the head. And you got 19 seconds to get back in the car. Or this pimping session is over. Alright. So do that. Pick up your girl. And go on your merry way. We're lucky that cop was not, his AI was messed up. Because he could have pulled us out of the car so easily. Alright, taxi cab missions. You have to do 50 of these. If you do 50, you don't have to do them in a row. You can do 50 sets of 1 if you want. You'll get nitro and hydraulics that make the cabs hop. Infinite nitro and hydraulics that make the cabs hop on every cab. So what you got to do is you just got to find a fare. And that's it. Stop and they'll get in the cab. And then you have a time limit to get them where they want to go. And it'll be random. So that's it. I mean, that's really it. You just do that 100 times. 50 times, sorry, 50. It was 100 on Vice City. So 50 times, and you'll have completed that section of 100% of the game. Really simple. This is probably the only thing that takes no skill. It just takes you patience. You just have to be patient enough to complete 50 of these. Again, you might want to start right away when the game starts. Just do, 10, and then later do 10, and, by the time you're out of Los Santos, you'd probably have it finished. And you make decent money. I mean, like, you get progressively more money, I believe, as it goes on. You get bonuses and stuff. There are bonuses for doing more in a row. I don't know. Probably bonuses for 5 in a row and 10 in a row. There were for Vice City, I believe. And you can always paint and spray if you've got enough time and stuff. I mean, basic stuff. So there we go. We didn't do more than one here. I just wanted to show it. Okay, and now in the stadiums in town, there's 3 different stadiums, but each stadium has a possibility of 1 of 4 events. And I covered 3 of them. I don't know why I didn't cover the 4th. Maybe I'll try to catch that one. I think they alternate from day to day. I don't think that there aren't 4 different stadiums. So, but this is the one that is the equivalent in Vice City. It was called Hot Ring. And it's a race. It's a race with a specialized vehicle that you have to come in first. And the track on this, it was an oval in 12 laps in Vice City. And in this game, it's not. It's like this weird over-under thing. It's called 8-track. It's a figure 8. That's what it is. That goes over itself in the middle. And it is still 12 laps. But the car's controls are really nuts. Like, I don't know that you can pit for this, like you could in Vice City. Not that it mattered. I mean, you really had to go constantly and never have to pit to really win Hot Ring, or at least I did. I did see videos of people coming in first while pitting, so it can be done. But we end up actually blowing up our car and dying, which is fine. We were in 12th anyway. I mean, with no practice, what do you expect? So this is one of the stadium events that you have to complete to 100% the game. So not bad, right? No, VerticalSandwich is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. I know it's a nightmare. The stadium events have always been nightmares. So when we come back, I mean, we're going to do a lot of stuff. Like, there's some things I complete. Like, I do complete one of the street races. I do complete one of the stadium events. I do complete like a crazy asset mission that I'd completely forgotten about. That's going to take a whole video, actually. At least. Anyway. So, when we come back, I don't know. I don't know how these are going to sequence up. I'm going to be uploading the storyline missions and stuff kind of interspersed with these, maybe. Or maybe I'll just start uploading these and upload nothing but these until I get rid of them all, because they're a pain. Either way. See, here we go. Yeah, we blow up the car. We made 4 laps. Maybe this wouldn't be so hard to finish. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and bye, everybody.